FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
So one of the things that I came to realize about the U.S. Department of Agriculture, which oversees meat, is that it has multiple missions. And one of them is to very distinctly and aggressively market U.S. meat products, both domestically and overseas. Another is food safety. And there are some people in Congress who think that's an inherent problematic conflict of interest. There are other people who are questioning why we have the Food and Drug Administration overseeing food safety and everything but meat, and the USDA overseeing food safety in meat. This came up in a story I did about frozen pot pies, which had a salmonella problem a couple of years ago that nobody could figure out what the source was. It could have been the flour, it could have been the vegetables, could have been the poultry. Eventually, the company decided to solve the problem by, you guessed it, shifting responsibility to the consumer, printing these elaborate instructions on the back on how to properly cook and take thermometer readings on their $1 frozen pot pies. But I saw in that process sort of the FDA and the USDA not working terribly smoothly together to sort of investigate those processed foods that have a combination of the two. So that's sort of happening out there. On the other hand, you have, Michelle Obama, fighting the anti-obesity campaign. And I do get some sense from both the FDA and the USDA that they are much more cognizant of food issues generally and food safety in particular. But again, I come back to my initial thoughts. I really think it's going to come from the bottom up and people raising concern as opposed to folks in Washington.